Your entire life you have been measured by a metric that does not exist. They told you intelligence was a number, an IQ score, a grade on a paper, a degree hanging on a wall. They told you it was about how many facts you could memorize or how quickly you could solve a math problem. They lied because it was convenient. True intelligence has nothing to do with school. It has nothing to do with being smart in the way polite society defines it. True intelligence is leverage. It is survival. It is the ability to shape reality before reality shapes you. Robert Greene understood this. The great strategists of the modern world understood this. While the masses were busy trying to look smart, the few were busy becoming powerful. There is a hierarchy, a hidden ladder of cognitive evolution that decides who rises and who remains trapped, who leads and who follows. Most people, perhaps 90% of the population, never move beyond the lowest levels. They live in a fog. They think they are making choices, but they are merely running a script written by someone else. Then there are those who climb. There are 7 levels of intelligence, 7 stages of awakening. Today we are going to strip away the illusions. We are going to place a mirror in front of your psyche. It will be uncomfortable. It might even be painful because you are going to see exactly where you stand. And once you see the hierarchy, you can never unsee it. The faces of the people around you will change. You will see the strings attached to their limbs. You will see the silence in their eyes. The only question is, are you brave enough to see where you rank? Most people spend their entire lives believing intelligence is about information. They believe the smartest person in the room is the one who knows the most facts, has the most credentials, or speaks with the most confidence. But history tells a different story. The people who shaped the world were rarely the people with the highest grades. They were the people who understood human nature, incentives, timing, power, and influence. They understood how reality actually works. That is why this hierarchy matters. It is not a hierarchy of knowledge. It is a hierarchy of awareness, a hierarchy of perception, a hierarchy of how deeply you understand yourself, other people, and the systems that govern the world around you. As we move through these 7 levels, do not focus on where you want to be. Focus on where you actually are, because the most expensive lie you will ever believe is the lie you tell yourself. Self-deception keeps people trapped. Self-awareness sets them free. Today, you are going to look directly into the mirror, and what you see there may change the way you view yourself forever. This is level 1, and it is the most crowded level of all. Look around you. Really look. Walk through a crowded city street during rush hour. Watch the faces in the subway. Stand in line at the grocery store. What do you see? You see the sleepers. The sleeper is not necessarily unintelligent. They might have a high IQ. They might be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. They might be able to recite Shakespeare or code in Python. But functionally, they are asleep. Intelligence at this level is purely reactive. The sleeper does not act. He is acted upon. His life is a series of biological and social reflexes. The alarm rings, he wakes up. The boss commands, he obeys. The news anchor speaks, he believes. The advertisement flashes, he buys. He thinks his opinions are his own. But if you press him, if you ask him why he believes what he believes, he will crumble. He will repeat a headline he saw online. He will parrot a sentiment his parents taught him. He is a vessel for other people's ideas. Robert Greene has often described how easily people become influenced by appearances, authority, and social pressure. The sleeper represents this reality perfectly. He is defined by a lack of agency. He lives in an external locus of control. Everything that happens to him is someone else's fault. The economy, the government, his spouse, his luck. He is a victim of circumstance, drifting down a river he refuses to navigate. Psychologically, the sleeper is terrified of autonomy. Freedom is not a gift to him. It is a burden. If you gave him total freedom, he would panic. He craves a master. He craves a structure. He wants to be told what is good, what is bad, and what he should do next. This is why the sleeper is obsessed with consensus. He needs to know what the majority thinks before he feels safe thinking it. He checks the comment section before forming an opinion. He looks at the fashion trends before buying clothes. His greatest fear is not being wrong. His greatest fear is standing alone. You know these people. You work with them. You might be related to them. They are the background characters in the movie of history. They fill the space. They make the noise, but they leave no mark. They are batteries. They power the systems built by higher levels of intelligence. They consume, they produce, and then they are replaced. If you are at level 1, you probably are not watching this video. The algorithm rarely places this kind of content in front of sleepers. But if you were a sleeper and you are just now waking up, understand this. The discomfort you feel, that nagging sense that your life is not fully your own, is not a symptom of weakness. It is a symptom of reality breaking through the fog. When a sleeper wakes up, he does not immediately become wise. He becomes loud. He begins questioning everything. He begins challenging ideas he once accepted automatically. He realizes that the world may not be exactly what he was told it was. This awakening feels empowering at first, but it creates a new danger. Because once you realize that the game exists, you become vulnerable to the next trap. You enter a stage where you no longer blindly follow others, yet you still do not truly think for yourself. You have escaped one illusion only to walk directly into another. And that is where level 2 begins. This is level 2. The mimic has realized that the world is a game. He realizes that intelligence is a currency that buys respect, status, and validation. But he doesn't yet have his own mind, so he borrows the minds of others. The mimic is the midwit. He is the person at the dinner party who uses big words he doesn't fully understand. He is the social media activist who adopts the latest cause, not because he deeply understands it, but because it signals virtue. He reads the book reviews, never the books. He quotes wisdom, but has never wrestled with the reality behind it. At level 2, intelligence is a performance. It is a costume. The mimic is obsessed with the appearance of intellect. He collects degrees, certifications, and titles like trophies. He needs you to know he is smart. He needs the applause. This is the most dangerous level for your ego because at level 2, you feel superior to the sleepers. You look down on them. You think, look at those sheep. I am awake. But you are not awake. You are simply trapped in a more sophisticated illusion. The mimic is trapped in the Dunning-Kruger effect. He knows just enough to believe he is an expert, but not enough to recognize how much he does not know. Robert Greene often warns about people who mistake appearance for substance. The mimic embodies this perfectly. He believes that if he looks like a leader, he is a leader. If he sounds like a philosopher, he is a philosopher. If he speaks with certainty, he must be intelligent. But challenge him. Ask him to solve a new problem. Ask him to create something original. Ask him to build a system from nothing. He becomes uncomfortable because he cannot create. He can only imitate. He is an echo, a reflection, a copy of a copy. The tragedy of the mimic is that he is addicted to external validation. His entire self-worth depends on the approval of the intellectual class he desperately wants to join. He is terrified of being exposed. This fear makes him rigid. It makes him defensive. It makes him aggressive when questioned. He memorizes arguments rather than understanding principles. He wants to win debates more than he wants to discover the truth. If you find yourself constantly trying to prove that you are right, constantly seeking recognition for how much you know, constantly performing intelligence instead of developing it, you are stuck at level 2. You are a parrot. Colorful, loud, capable of repeating impressive things, but still dependent on someone else's thinking. The mimic believes knowledge is power, but knowledge by itself changes nothing. Information without application is decoration. The mimic collects information the way some people collect expensive watches. He displays it. He shows it off. But he rarely uses it to transform reality. And eventually reality exposes him, because reality does not care how intelligent you sound. It only cares about results. This is where the mimic begins to suffer. He starts noticing that people with less knowledge are often more successful than he is. He watches individuals with fewer credentials build businesses, lead organizations, and influence others. He cannot understand why. The answer is simple. They have discovered something he has not. They have moved beyond performance and into action. They have entered the next level, the level where intelligence stops being about looking smart and starts becoming about understanding, incentives, outcomes, and leverage. This is the level where people stop chasing validation and begin studying reality itself. This is where the fox appears. This is where level 3 begins. Level 3 is the calculator. The calculator has dropped the need for validation. He no longer cares if people think he is smart. He cares about winning. This is the first level of true agency. The calculator looks at the world, the laws, the morals, the social contracts, and he realizes they are not absolute truths. They are arbitrary rules, and rules can be bent. Robert Greene often emphasizes that power belongs to those who understand the game beneath the game. The calculator understands this. He sees incentives. He sees hidden motives. He sees the machinery behind appearances. He is the fox. He recognizes traps before others even notice them. He understands incentive structures. He looks at his boss, his partner, his government, and he asks, what do they want? What are they afraid of? How can I use this? Level 3 intelligence is transactional. It is cold. It is strategic. The calculator is effective. He climbs corporate ladders not by working the hardest, but by maneuvering the smartest. He knows who to flatter and who to ignore. He knows when to speak and when to remain silent. But the calculator is often lonely, because when you view every interaction as a transaction, you kill the human element. You begin to view people as chess pieces, and while this makes you powerful, it also makes you paranoid. The calculator is constantly watching his back because he assumes everyone else is a calculator too. He projects his own cunning onto the world. He trusts no one. This is the trap of level 3. You become a prisoner of your own strategy. You are so busy playing the game that you forget to live. You are efficient, yes, but you are hollow. Many successful CEOs, politicians, and entrepreneurs stop here. They have money. They have status. But they have no peace. They are trapped in a perpetual state of scanning for threats and opportunities. They are the smartest person in the room, but they are still reacting to the room. They are still playing within the system someone else built. They are winning the game, but they are not free of it. To rise higher, you must stop just looking out for yourself. You must become a force of nature. The fox is cunning, but the fox hides in holes. Level 4 is the operator, the lion. The operator transcends mere calculation. He adds a new element, will. The calculator tries to navigate the world safely. The operator tries to shape the world through sheer force of personality and competence. This is the level of high command. The operator doesn't just see the chess pieces. He moves them with conviction. He is not afraid of conflict. In fact, he thrives in it. Robert Greene has often pointed out that power requires the willingness to make decisions that other people avoid. The operator understands this. He is willing to make the hard decisions that the sleepers, mimics, and calculators are too terrified to make. He accepts the burden of responsibility. At this level, intelligence becomes generative. You aren't just exploiting existing opportunities. You are creating new ones through your ability to execute. People follow the operator not because he manipulates them like the fox, but because he represents order in a world of chaos. He is a lighthouse. He has a vision, and he has the discipline to march toward it, dragging everyone else with him if necessary. But the lion has a fatal flaw: visibility. The operator is loud. He stands in the front. He takes the credit, but he also takes the blame. He is a target because he relies on force and presence. His power is tied to his physical energy. If he gets sick, the empire crumbles. If he shows weakness, the wolves attack. The operator is exhausted. He carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. He thinks he is the king, but he is actually the highest paid servant. He is a slave to his own ambition. He thinks power is about doing, about controlling, about being seen. He has not yet learned the ultimate lesson of power, that the most dangerous things in the universe are the ones you cannot see. Now we enter the deep waters, the levels that are not taught in schools, the levels that moralists warn you against. Because beyond the lion lies a level where force becomes unnecessary. Beyond the lion lies influence itself. Beyond the lion lies the individual who understands that direct control creates resistance, but invisible influence creates compliance. This is where intelligence becomes subtle. This is where power stops announcing itself. This is where level 5 begins. Level 5 is the puppeteer. If the fox is cunning and the lion is strong, the puppeteer is invisible. The puppeteer has realized that direct control, level 4, is inefficient. It creates resistance. If you push someone, they push back. If you order someone, they resent you. But if you make them want to do what you want them to do, you own the outcome. This is soft power. This is influence. The puppeteer does not stand on the podium. He stands in the shadows behind the podium. He whispers in the ear of the lion. He understands the deepest layers of human psychology. He knows that human beings are driven by two things: desire and fear. He doesn't fight reality. He guides it. The puppeteer creates narratives. He engineers situations where the outcome becomes almost inevitable. Yet everyone feels like they made a free choice. He is the master of plausible deniability. If a project fails, his name is nowhere on it. If it succeeds, he reaps the reward. He operates through intermediaries. He uses the sleepers, the mimics, the calculators, and even the operators as his limbs. Robert Greene wrote in The 48 Laws of Power, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." The puppeteer lives by this code. He is a shapeshifter. He becomes whoever he needs to become to get what he wants. He has no fixed identity. He is water to the sleeper. He is a friend to the operator. He is a trusted advisor to the calculator. He is a business partner when necessary. None of them realize they are being steered. But level 5 comes with a terrible price: dissociation. When you spend your life wearing masks, you forget what your own face looks like. When you view every human interaction as a psychological operation, you lose the ability to connect. The puppeteer is powerful, yes, but he is a ghost. He walks through the world, but he is not truly part of it. He is cold, colder than the fox. He looks at humanity with the detachment of a scientist observing a system from a distance. He can predict people. He can influence people, but he struggles to become one of them. This is the lonely peak of manipulation. Most students of influence stop here. They think this is the top. They think being the invisible hand is the ultimate power. But they are wrong, because the puppeteer is still playing the game. He is still moving the pieces. He is still reacting to the board. The true master does not play the game. The true master builds the casino. Level 6 is of the architect. The architect does not manipulate people. He designs environments. He understands that human behavior is a function of environment. If you want people to walk a certain way, you don't ask them. You don't pressure them. You build a hallway. The architect builds the hallway. He creates systems, ideologies, corporations, algorithms, communities, and institutions. He sets the rules of the game that the sleepers, mimics, foxes, lions, and puppeteers are all fighting over. While the fox is trying to steal a grape, and the lion is fighting for the whole bunch, and the puppeteer is convincing someone to hand him the grapes. The architect owns the vineyard. This is systemic intelligence. It is the ability to think in second, third, and fourth order consequences. The architect thinks in decades and generations, not quarterly reports. He is detached from the outcome of individual battles because he has already shaped the battlefield. Think of the creators of major social platforms. They are architects. They do not care what people argue about. They do not care which side wins. They built the arena. They benefit from the activity. They benefit from the attention. The architect is not necessarily good. He is not necessarily bad. He is inevitable. He looks at the chaos of the world and sees patterns. He sees the code beneath the surface and rewrites it. To reach level 6, you must abandon the desire for personal glory. You must abandon the desire to control individuals one at a time. You must become fascinated by systems. You must become a student of civilization itself. You must understand economics, psychology, history, technology, and human behavior. Then weave them together into a single framework. The architect is rare. Very few people ever reach this level. These are the names that survive history. Not always the kings who fought the battles, but often the individuals who designed the systems that made those battles possible. But even the architect is not the final level, because the architect is still attached to his creation. He still cares if the system succeeds. He still has an ego, even if that ego is projected into his work. If his system collapses, he suffers. There is one level higher, a level that is almost beyond ordinary human ambition. A level where intelligence stops being about creating, controlling, influencing, or winning. A level where intelligence becomes freedom itself. This is where the final stage begins. This is where the void appears. The final level of intelligence is not about adding more. It is about subtraction. It is the void. At level 7, you stop being the player. You stop being the designer. You become the silence. This is the state of total internal sovereignty. The void has mastered the ultimate Robert Greene principle. Complete emotional and psychological detachment from the external world. He owns nothing, yet possesses everything. He has no fear because he has no attachment. You cannot threaten a man who does not care if he wins or loses. You cannot bribe a man who desires nothing you have. You cannot manipulate a man who has no ego to stroke. The void looks at the architect's systems, the puppeteer's strategies, the lion's battles, and the fox's calculations, and he smiles. He sees it all as a play, a cosmic joke. This is not nihilism. Nihilism is despair. This is transcendence. The void operates with perfect clarity because his vision is not clouded by desire. He does exactly what is necessary, nothing more, nothing less. He is like water. You try to grasp him and he slips through your fingers. You try to cut him and he reforms. You try to corner him and he changes shape. Robert Greene has often pointed toward the idea that the highest form of power is mastery over yourself. The void is the ultimate expression of that principle. In Eastern philosophy, this resembles the Tao. In Stoicism, it resembles the sage. In modern psychological terms, it resembles complete self-mastery. Because if you encounter a person operating at level 7, you are dealing with someone who cannot be easily controlled. You cannot read him. You cannot predict him. He reflects whatever you project onto him. He becomes a mirror. If you look into him, you often see yourself. He can descend to level 4 and lead an organization, then return to the void. He can use the fox during a negotiation, then return to the void. He can think like an architect when designing systems, then return to the void. He uses the other levels as tools, but he does not live inside them. He lives in the fortress of his own mind, a fortress with no doors. This is the ultimate freedom. The freedom from the need to be somebody. And paradoxically, this is where the greatest power lies, because the person who needs nothing becomes impossible to control. Now the mirror is in front of you. Where do you rank? Be honest. The lie you tell yourself is the most expensive lie you will ever buy. Are you a sleeper drifting, reacting, waiting for permission to live? Are you a mimic seeking applause, memorizing quotes, pretending to understand? Are you a calculator trapped in the race, strategic, transactional, and lonely? Are you an operator carrying the weight of responsibility while becoming a target for everyone around you? Are you a puppeteer hiding behind masks? Are you an architect building systems and thinking in decades? Or are you approaching the void? Most of you are oscillating between level 2 and level 3. You are smart enough to know the game exists, but you are still seeking validation, level 2, or you are trapped in the transaction, level 3. That is okay. Awareness is the first step of the ascent, but understand this, the system is designed to keep you down. School is designed to make you a sleeper. University is designed to make you a mimic. The corporate ladder is designed to keep you a calculator. They do not want architects, and they are terrified of the void. If you want to climb, you have to go against the grain of your entire biological and social programming. You have to let go of the part of you that wants to be liked. You have to let go of the part of you that wants to be safe. You have to accept that intelligence is not about being nice. It is not about being right. It is about being effective. It is about seeing the code. So how do you move up? You do not climb by adding more information. You climb by removing illusions. To move from sleeper to mimic, you must wake up to the value of knowledge. To move from mimic to calculator, you must stop caring what people think and start caring what works. To move from calculator to operator, you must develop courage and take responsibility. To move from operator to puppeteer, you must learn subtlety and psychology. To move from puppeteer to architect, you must learn systems thinking and patience. To move from architect to the void, you must let go of everything. It is a long road. It is a dark road. Most people turn back. They prefer the comfort of the herd. It is warm in the middle of the flock. It is cold on the mountain. But the view is different. When you stand at the top looking down at the rushing masses, you realize that all the stress, all the drama, all the politics, all the noise, it was all just a game. A game you no longer have to play. You can just watch. And in that watching you find the only thing that matters. Power over self. But there is a specific technique, a psychological key that unlocks the transition from level 3 to level 4. It is the hardest barrier to break. It involves a concept Robert Greene often highlights through the lives of history's most effective leaders and strategists. Not virtue in the conventional sense, but a ruthless, flexible form of effectiveness. Most of you will hit the ceiling at level 3. You will be smart, successful foxes, but you will always be afraid of the wolves. You will never become the lion. You will never build the empire. Why? Because you still believe in the rules. You think that if you are smart enough, the rules will protect you. They won't. The secret to breaking through, the secret to entering the realm of the architects and the truly sovereign, requires a fundamental fracture in your conditioning. You have to be willing to question assumptions that most people never question. If you're still here, you're already moving in a different direction than the crowd. Subscribe if you haven't.